Runner just once again being caught in no man's land against Synd.
Yeah, good juke coming out of Shaitan here, but I think the bottom lane could have assisted in catching Shaitan a long time ago. It seemed to take them forever to move into those woods. Could have assisted him earlier on, and then Windrunner would have been safe there, and Shaitan would have been long gone. So a little bit surprised to not see this movement coming out of Starsboba, but perhaps it's because how was the situation on bottom lane? Was Slada completely solo now?
No,
did Witch Doctor go top or something?
Witch Doctor's gone top. Witch Doctor's gone top, and we've got him with Pugner up on the top, trying to push on through. Yeah. And, well, even then, Sniper's being harassed back there, but it's a dual lane. Windrunner actually TPing in after dying back towards that bottom lane to actually rejoin Slada. And even then, Alchemist looks like he's just going to go for a normal pull on the Alpha Wolves as well to give himself a little bit more leeway on the bottom lane. But that VSCM combination, I don't think they've actually stopped roaming yet. In fact, yes, they definitely haven't. They're still moving themselves up towards that top lane. It's just like, whoa, awkward silence coming on out. It's just like the calm before the storm as Longman as well as Tony. These guys have played so long together. Like, we've seen them through 2 separate SMMs as well as I don't know how many different competitions online. They just know each other so well, and they're going to run into. They spot Pugner. Blast goes off. They were not ready for Witch Doctor right now. We've got the bounty sun off. It has stopped. Pugner Blast. They want to get CM. VS are going to have to run distraction. Magic Missile will be enough to actually do so on the back of Pugner. Even Rocket coming in from the middle lane to actually help out then. Shaitan keeping an eye on everywhere on the map, and Morphling was only a wave away as well. He's almost up to level 6 up there on the top lane. He's been free farming a hell of a lot. As now mid lane getting done as well. Crow just coming in a little bit too close to Dwarven Sniper there. But we'll drop the boots off for the Clockwork Goblin. Now we actually managed to finish up his boots, Stout Shield, and he bought that magic bottle as his second item before he actually bought the boots too. So he's trying to go, well, either for a little bit of rune control or actually just trying to keep himself alive in that middle lane too. Obviously, we've seen, well, Syndrome, we've seen so many SFs before in the past. I don't know if you can do it on Clockwork Goblin too. Buy their own courier just so they can have a dedicated courier for that bottle.
Yeah. If they actually do have a dedicated courier for that one, I'm surprised to see LGD.au doing that, because it's not really in their tradition. It's usually the Filipino teams that prefer to do this. Yeah, of course. I mean, if you feel like you can afford it, if you feel like the supports are ready for it, then you can have a secondary courier. But I believe they only have one.
Yeah, they've only got one. I was kind of like screwing with Shaitan as Clockwork Goblin. He's gonna pick up the DD as well and bottle it one. So 3 more charges as well as the DD rune to actually use. So look for that gank. He is of course level, actually only level 5. I thought he was level 6. He's not yet. Dwarven Sniper is actually currently outranking because Dwarven Sniper actually hasn't left that lane just yet. A Chemical Rage. Alchemist level 6 against a level 5 Slada on the bottom lane. Alchemist has really been having a great time on that bottom lane. Actually, we'll bring up the CS scores in just a moment too, so we can dissect them up a little. The Clockwork Goblin still moving around the mid lane quite freely too, with the VSCM roaming combination going off and trying to keep themselves out of vision a hell of a lot too. Bongman just hanging back from that top lane. Another rocket from Clockwork Goblin comes up just to damage those heroes down a little bit. Check where Pugner is, see if he's back past that back past the top tier 1 tower. And Slada very, very confident actually fight inside the acid spray as well. He is also getting himself pushed back a little bit more. Oh, come on, VS and CM. I know they want to make an engagement. TP actually coming towards the top lane too. I think it's Windrunner. In fact, it is Windrunner. They're going to go for Recliner. They already got the Shackle Shot in CM, but the Rocket flies in over the top. Morphling waves over as well. They're even ready for this one. Shaitan supporting from the middle lane, and 2 heroes now chasing down the Morphling. They can't dive past the tower because they know CM is hanging around, and now the Replica coming through. Power Shot actually clearing off the trees. They've just made a path for the M City boys to come up and attack behind, and now it's being used by Tony, and instantly Windrunner knows exactly what she's done. Moves out, now the wall comes up. CM is in the mix here. Blast goes off, and they do bring down Tony very, very fast, but the Morphling wave over the top is enough to get it. They want the kill on the back of Recliner. They managed to achieve one as well. Even mid being harassed back. Bottom's having a go as well. Everyone's having a bit of a crack right now, including CM is running away from a Scourge creep wave. Will they even get it here? And, well, no. Witch Doctor's getting blocked by his own creep wave. He won't have much chance of actually catching up to the Crystal Maiden, who is still on the retreat. Still has the extra vision, though, so, in fact, just going to frost that creep up and then run himself away. So gets a little bit of gold and manages to retreat. The 5-1 so far here in the LGD. This is match 1 of 3. Match 1 of 3. DD rune actually popping now for the Clockwork Goblin. Realizing it's the 8 minutes. Another DD rune on the bottom lane too. So he's going to get even more charges. Another save game coming out at 8 minutes. But 5-1 so far in. Just over 8 minutes in. And wow. Wow, just so much rune control. I think MCD have picked up every single rune so far here, Synd.
Yeah, it's important to get these runes out, and it will be crucial once this Clockwork. I believe he does have his level 6 right now.
Yep.
With the rune on the back of Clockwork, Clockwork is just one of those heroes that has that key level. To some heroes, it's more important to get level 6 than others, and Clockwork is really in the top 10 of heroes that use level 6 for a lot. Once he has that, perhaps level 7 even for that battery assault level 4, he's chosen to skill rocket over battery assault. That's interesting. So he's got rocket level 4, but still, he can make those engages over long range, and once he has a rune, if he has something like a DD, catches someone in place, it's just huge, and he works a bit like a global hero because of that long range.
Oh, he's going! He's going mid! He's trying to go SS, he wasn't ready for Slider! Getting attacked by the tower, the amplified damage on top of him, magic missile does come out there from VS, and he should be able to escape. There's still the vision on top of him. Slider's got the sprint, they're on the chase, he goes a rocket, the splash goes off, Shaitan will die, and it is SS who claims the life of Shaitan. I think for the first time now, he's actually died in this game. They were going for Dwarven Sniper, but Slider moved for the first time from the bottom lane in towards that middle lane. Alchemist, of course, now free farming that bottom lane, apart from Windrun, who thinks she can harass him down. Shackle's actually going up. They might actually go for this one. We've got one arrow coming on down, but Chemical Rage with a little bit of extra speed to get away, and Slider's just like, dude, why the hell did you have to initiate so early? I could have ganked that, man. I could have ganked that. And doesn't actually come off. Dewarding as well, coming out from Witch Doctor. And still free farming up on the top is Recliner. Of course, actually, Alchemist, dude! Amplified damage does go off, and Dab does move himself back. So Dab just making sure he's going to be safe. And CM will TP down towards that bottom lane to make sure everything is safe. And Clockwork Goblin back alive and farming up that mid lane. Still no tier 1 towers down. We'll actually bring up the CS scores too, so we can have a bit of a pick through that one. The Morphling on the top lane, 43 for 14 so far. 31 for 2 on the back of Dab on the bottom lane, considering he's going up against a tri lane. Pretty damn awesome. Because the 2 kills on Recliner as well. He's managed to pick those guys up while actually having, well, he does have great support there, but still 2 for nil. 45 for 14, 10 minutes into this game for a Morphling is definitely what you want, especially on the back of a carry one. 1 for 3, so 1 kill, 1 death, 3 assists for Black Shaitan, 25 for 3. He has been moving himself around a lot on a lot of those runes though, but for SB, Dwarven Sniper, 40 for 13 so far as well. 2 Wraith Bands being completed as well as Treads. We'll go for the next items after this one. 1 death, 1 kill, and that's literally the pick of those guys as well. I don't know if you actually managed to see anything else of your note there too, Syndrin? I'm guessing not. It actually almost sounds like we've lost Syndrin, which could be a very nasty thing. Back in towards the middle lane now. Dwarven Sniper still having a bit of a go as much as he possibly can.
Oh, great.
Hey!
You did my microphone.
Syndrin's back. Well done. Yes.
I fucked it up, yeah.
That's right. He can micro a Shen, but he can't micro a microphone.
The creep scores. Big creep scores are on, of course, on the Morphling and on the Sniper, but it's important for Starsboba to get somewhat decent CS up on this Slider, and he could really use some more farm than those 25 to 30 that he's got on your stream now, I believe. He needs to get those treads up. He needs perhaps a BKB or a blink, and then that's all he's going to need. Then Sniper will do the rest, but Slider has to be able to make the initiation to open up for that Sniper. And well, you see Sniper has the good creep score, so in the long run, even though I called it differently, I think we might see Starsboba winning this one late game if it goes that far. Of course, LGD in a good position right now with that 5-2, but if they don't finish it off in the right time, Slider plus Sniper is just, you have no idea how deadly that is. It just rips everything apart.
Yeah, but they've got to make a move sometime, because Sniper can't even get close at the moment. Like Clockwork Goblin just pops off a rocket and he's almost dead. 1 ulti on top of Sniper and a couple of cogs, and he would just die just from the cogs being around him. And Slider's obviously now having to babysit him because of that. So they're just trying to get... I think that's why Slider's suffering a little bit, because he's being forced to actually babysit this Sniper in the middle lane with the amplified damage, just causing... wow, such a blast on top lane to just wipe it out. But it's causing Clockwork Goblin to go, you know what? I can't initiate on that, because if I come in close, a Sniper ultimate on top of amplified damage will knock him down the same amount as the rocket harass he's already been doing. So top lane looks like we're going to see a bit of initiation here. Invis on the back of Clockwork Goblin will run himself up. The tower's almost dead. TP coming in. Windrun's going to be on the back of that one. 3 people on the front side. Clockwork Goblin in behind, and he's got blast, and he pops off the cogs. More TP comes out. More blast coming through. They've got to dive themselves on through, and VS actually doesn't get the swap out fast enough. We actually see Shaitan dying on the top lane. Tower does go down. Slider comes comes in, will look for the splash, does get the splash off the back of the level 1 Frost Cone, and Bombman is locked in by his own creep wave, and now Slardar is. He's going to go around the long way here. Tony's already died in the back parts as well. One shackle will be enough, and there's a killing spree, double kill for SS. The Dwarven Sniper gets both the kills up there on the top lane, and well, Synd, you said it, they need to have more. It was 1-5, and now it's 5-5. LGD.au just losing 3 very quick.
Yeah, and if Sniper claimed 2 of those, yeah, I still didn't catch up on the live stream. I feel like I'm pretty far behind. I might have to reset it. But yeah, if Sniper does get these kills right now, he will be a force. Then Slardar doesn't even need to have any items. Like I said, Sniper is going to do the work on the back of that amplify damage. So they have to, LGD have to take care of this Sniper right now. He is the target for them. And going for anybody else right now, of course, any hero is important, but right now the Sniper is the target they have to bring down, so they have to attend to that. It's as simple as that. Sniper has to die, or at least not farm.
Yeah, actually, I'm interested to actually know if Sniper's actually going to be that powerful in the end, because we were missing some key heroes from that battle. Like Dab in the middle, he's been farming up the Alchemist, about to claim the tier 1 tower while he's tanking the tower in his Chemical Rage. So they now claim 2, in fact, is that 3? Yeah, they've claimed all the tier 1 towers of SB so far. And the saving grace for M City might be through the Morphling who's been free farming, and Alchemist, of course, through that Goblin Screen, which he's put straight up to level 4 as well. Vanguard, Treads, Magic 6 Sobi Mask, and he's got 1386 or 87 in the bank at the moment. Ready to actually spend it on something else, and they're thinking about going for bottom lane here. We do have Windrunner in support. Alchemist is keeping an illusion up there, but we'll see CM and Morphling, as Morphling will also pick up an illusion rune, looking to actually go on that bottom lane. Alchemist doing a little bit of damage early on. They're going to get a Frost Blast does go off. They are going straight for Sniper. Frost Cone will go off. Sniper should go down. SS, he's still alive. Great shackle shot from Morphling. He's in the right time. Gets the kill over the top. Slardar's in there. VS done. They will also claim there's a double for the Recliner. Killing off another one. Tony goes down with Slardar right on top of him too. M City are losing heroes. Recliner actually dying on the backsides right now. The wall blasting off everyone. And Dab will try and run himself away. But the live drain, he's just trying to get himself out of vision. It's not enough, and for the 2 kills they just got, they gave away 3. Clockwork Goblin, and he's trying to do whatever he can. Morphling's illusion is trying to take out the Nether Ward, but Clockwork Goblin does manage to live through that, as well as the Crystal Maiden. Not exactly the way that LGD.au foresaw that one actually going down.
Good support coming in from Starsboba on that one. When LGD were that far in at the tier 2, Starsboba just need to show up with these chasing heroes. That's another thing with Slardar.
Oh, bottom! Magic! Missile on top, and it's in fact 2 missiles worth. Clockwork Goblin will come in, and Tony takes the last hit. Not Clockwork Goblin once again. It's all going on the back of Tony as a VS. Sometimes a good thing, but they do actually claim at least 1 revenge kill. Mid lane, Morphling goes in, waves over the top, just tries to slow down Slardar, who instantly pops amplified damage. But a Yasha now completed on top of Morphling by 15 minutes time. But still, great work to actually defend all the tier 1 towers, as well as come out on top of that battle. But you have been right, SB are looking better and better with every minute that passes.
Yeah, and LGD need to be careful with how they execute the fights, because when you're playing against that Slardar, if you try to retreat, you do get caught, because he has that built-in haste once he gets his sprint up to level 4. And that means LGD have to get the work done while they're in there. They can't just snipe a kill and run off, because they will get caught on the way back. And with those fragile supports, they have Vengeful Spirit, they have Crystal Maiden. If Slardar catches one of those, gets a stun and an amplify on, then Sniper's going to finish the job. And then they could